Turns out, I think that everybody thought the shack's days were numbered. I mean, it was really in bad shape. So if a storm is going to take it, that's the right way to go.
I guess so,
Yeah,
right?
not
It's
like
poetic.
a developer or anything like that, a storm.
Let's go back to Holgate for a minute, because you said that's where your ties are. Your family was down in Holgate. That place was hammered. And you talked to a woman named Marilyn Howard who stayed on the island during the storm. And she describes she's upstairs and describes hearing this bang downstairs. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the ocean blew open the bottom doors of her home. She's on piling, but they finished the bottom to a little hallway, and that was the way you got in and out of the house. And those doors slammed open. Their car that was down in the garage down there, they had some important stuff down there. So immediately the husband goes down and tries to close these doors, but the waves are so powerful, the water's coming in, that he actually has to pull his trousers off because he was being pulled down by his jeans. And
amazing.
He almost got pulled out the doors, and fortunately he did not, and he's all right. So.
And talk about, there was just unbelievable amounts of sand. There were trailer parks turned upside down. Holgate, do you think it'll ever be the same?
I don't think Holgate will ever be the same. The Holgate I grew up in is not going to be the Holgate in the future, but that's okay, because it seems that storms give us natural beginnings and ends to chapters of eras of history, and we're starting a new one right after Sandy. But the tough part is getting everybody back. Now, the Long Beach Island Trailer Park, which I think you're referring to, is not coming back. That they decided to sell that off,
Right.
which is a whole sad story in itself. But there's still people who have lost homes that are not back yet either. And anyone who lives down there wants everyone back together again, because we are a close community.
By daylight, after the night of the storm, by daylight, people start getting a sense of it. Do you remember the first time you went back, and what it felt like and what you thought when you saw it?
I had been somewhat prepared through social media and pictures people were sending around, but when you got past the town, Holgate's limits, and you started heading down that boulevard, and you see those oceanfront homes with nothing. I mean, you grew up there were big dunes there. And now it's flat as a pancake, and there's sand everywhere, and there's homes off their foundations. I've studied storms since I was a kid, and this was incredible.
All right, and we're looking at the damage as you speak.
Okay.
It's just still unbelievable to this day. Now, people started venturing out, as we mentioned, after the storm and looking around. And you write about Commissioner Latanzi in Long Beach Township.
Right.
He goes out, and he smells gas everywhere. And he calls 911. And there's no answer.
Right.
Talk about that and what he said about realizing the extent of this and the scope of it.
Well, he's Long Beach Township's commissioner. And when he called, he was surprised that nobody answered, but he immediately got this sense of, well, how bad was this storm that somebody didn't pick up? Now, they did call, they used reverse 911 immediately and got in touch with him. So it wasn't like the system was completely down. But that was something pretty serious, and they had to take care of the gas leak. What they thought was an isolated incident until he and the mayor went down the Holgate, and it was everywhere. And he tried to get out of the car. The mayor pulls him back in and says, "Get back in here. There's gas everywhere." And eventually they make the decision to shut down the gas to the whole island, down the road, because it was such a dangerous situation.
And I can remember doing that. I can remember going with them, and you did smell gas absolutely everywhere, and you could see it bubbling up through the puddles.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. Let's talk about, there were, I think, 3 or 4, in some places, 6 feet of sand in the streets. Talk about the response and what people told you, because to me it would sort of be like, where do we even start with this? How do you begin?
When I talked to, specifically Mayor Mancini of Long Beach Township, he knew right away. He had experience with the '62 storm because his father was mayor back then. So he drew on that experience, and they knew they had to get the sand out. But you had the gas and big machines scraping road and all sorts of things, plus ocean fronts that had to be braced. So there was a lot that had to be done right away, and they just went right at it. I think they just pretty much said, we got to do this. They had to call in some more equipment. It was a lot of thinking on your feet.
Take a look at that picture we're looking at right now, and that gives you, that's Long Beach Boulevard, right?
That is actually, I think that's, I want to say McKinley, but Long Beach Boulevard would be perpendicular to that at the end.
Gotcha, that's the last house, I think, because the dunes were absolutely wiped out, and all those dunes wound up in the streets.
Yep. what do you do? I mean, that sand had to go somewhere, and it went right into people's homes and the streets. And on the cover, you could see it looks with that Volvo buried that was parked in someone's garage,
Yep.
and it's buried in. You can't even tell it's 4 feet, but that's 4 feet of sand right
Amazing.
there. Yeah.
So this, as we wrap up, this is available where, and you know, it's out there.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get it?
Well, it's in every Barnes & Noble in New Jersey. It's on Amazon now. You can get it down the shore. It's everywhere in the Long Beach Island area. The book covers Mystic all the way up to Waretown too, so it's available in retail outlets all over the place, and from the publisher Down the Shore Publishing.
Okay, well, Scott Mazzella, thank you so much. The name of
Thank
it is
you.
Surviving Sandy. It's a really interesting book, chock full of pictures and all those interesting stories. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
And that's it for this edition of Perspective New Jersey. I'm Nora Muchanic. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.